So, Mom, if you watching this,
niggas hate, but they bitches in love. Paint the Bentley all white like a dove. I took off, ain't the same as it was. Get her out, told her walk to the bus. Over super can tell when it cut. You can't tell me that she ain't a slut. We'll take you fooling. We not new.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is new. I got a new story time for you, and if you ain't finna watch then what you got better to Today's story time is about the time I lost my virginity. So, Mom, if you watching this, don't watch it. Alright, so this all started in 10th grade. 10th grade, I had this boyfriend named Joe. No, we're not gonna name him Joe. We're gonna name him Frankie. Okay, so I had this boyfriend named Frankie, but me and Frankie could never see each other. We could never see each other outside of school. And I'm not gonna say why, because then y'all gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. So me and Frankie just couldn't see each other out of school. So, I started getting bored. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody meeting their baes outside of school and stuff. And I'm having this school relationship. Like, who want that? Not me. But we were still together. But, I had to be a little thotty real fast. You know what I'm saying? So, back when I was in 10th grade, my school used to make up these fake gangs. And this particular gang was called Costa. So, my boyfriend Frankie was in Costa, and I was his lady Costa, okay? So, I think it was on Kick. I want to say it was on Kick. If you remember that, it was on Kick, and all the Costas, all the lady Costas was in a group chat on Kick. But you can only be a lady Costa if your boyfriend was a Costa, or you just really knew somebody. And it was like a whole bunch of boys. I'm not for sure, but I know it was only like 3 or 4 girls in this. So it was a small little group, but people know who Costa was. They knew who Costa was, but it wasn't no game for real. We just wanted to feel like we was that. And the colors were blue, so, we was cripping or whatever. But anyways, so we in this group chat, and in the group chat, all these boys in this group chat is Frankie's friends. So, mind you, one of his friends that was in Costa, he was also in another group, but I don't remember the name. I don't remember what group he was in, but he was in that group, and he was also in Costa. Wait, that's not true. Scratch that. So, oh wait, that's right. Yeah, that's right. So, this friend was named, because y'all gonna get confused. Frankie's friend's name was Frito, okay? Frito knew this boy that I met, okay? So, now let me break it down. I had a best friend, and her name is Future. So, Future, she had a boyfriend that was also in this gang, but I think this was a real gang. And her boyfriend was in here, and he had a lot of his friends in his group. It's a gang, duh. And so a lot of his friends there. So I used to go a lot of places with my best friend. So basically, Future put me on with this dude named, I'm looking over here because my computer right here. This dude named Flair. Okay? So now we got Frankie is my boyfriend. Frito is my boyfriend's friend. We got Future, that's my best friend. And the boy she put me on with's name is Flair. So, Frankie right here and Flair over here. But this in the middle is Frito. So, Frito knew Frankie and Flair. Okay? So, what the hell? I shouldn't have put all F names. What? So Frito, oh shit. Okay. So Frito knew my boyfriend Frankie because they used to live together like years ago. And then I don't know how Frito knew Flair, but he knew both of them. End of the story. So I was talking to Flair or whatever, I'm starting feeling him a song. I started feeling him and stuff. And so we plan to meet up. So now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go spend the night over at my friend's house, and then we gonna meet up because my best friend Future, her boyfriend, and Flair lived close. So if I went over Future's house and we got a ride to her boyfriend's house, then I could meet Flair. So keep in mind, I never met this dude in my life. I just seen, Instagram pictures. I talked to him on the phone, FaceTime, I think, stuff like that. So, and the thing is, I think this day my mom really had told me no at first because she didn't like me going over Future house for some reason. But she ended up letting me go. So, now she tell her mom, this is Super Bowl of 2016. I think this is the exact day. So, and it's early in the morning. I don't know how early it is, but it's early in the morning. So, Future's boyfriend tell us to like get ready because he gonna have one of his partners come pick us up or whatever. So, we get dressed. And then we walk a little bit down the street to get in the car with Future's boyfriends and all his friends. Future's boyfriend, all his friends, and all that. And the reason they didn't park right in front of the house is because she didn't want her mama to know like who we was actually getting in the car with. Because I don't think it was actually her boyfriend. I think he had one of his friends pick us up, something like that. But either way, she didn't want her mama know that somebody that she don't know was picking us up. So we walked down the street a little bit to get in the car. So we in the car, and I don't know, I just got this weird feeling. Like, I just knew something was gonna happen. And so I think, we get there or whatever, and we waiting on Flair because Flair lived down the street. So he was like, once we got there, we were saying we there or whatever. So he was like, all right, I'm gonna walk over there. And of course, all them knew I had a boyfriend. Flair even knew I had a boyfriend. Everybody knew I had a boyfriend, but I was still messing with Flair. Frankie, my boyfriend, he didn't know nothing about nothing. Nothing about nothing. So we in the car waiting on Flair to walk up, and while we was in the car, I'm not even gonna get this boy's name because it's irrelevant. One of the boys in the car was like, oh, your boyfriend know you finna meet up with Flair, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, no, he don't know, like, duh, nigga, duh. So then Flair walk up to the car or whatever, and so my best friend scoots over, Future scoot over, and I'm in the middle of the car in the back seat. And so Flair get in from this side, so we in the car chilling or whatever, and they start rolling up. So they was like, oh, y'all want to match? So we go in the back of the house. Meanwhile, we at Future's boyfriend's house. But because his parents was getting prepared for Super Bowl and all that stuff, you know, they wasn't there at the time. So we went back of the house on the porch and we started gassing. So we gassing or whatever. And, you know, that's happening. And so now I'm high. So, you know, at this point, he all touchy. So we all go in the basement. So in the basement is like a bed on this side and a bed on this side. But it's a big bed over here, and it's like a little twin size on here. So Future and her boyfriend get on this bed, and then me and Flair get on this bed. And so we chilling or whatever, we laying in the bed listening to music, vibing, whatever. And Future's boyfriend came over to Flair and was like, hey, you got condoms. And so I'm like, what you mean? Like, what? Like, oh shit, like this really finna happen. It's really. Meanwhile, while we here, I'm texting Frankie. Like nothing going on. Like I ain't doing nothing but sitting at the house. And so because we were both in the same room, they got these blankets, and then they just, I think, safety pinned them to the wall, like right in the middle. And so, you know, the music was playing, and we just did it. Both of us did it in the same room. We lost our virginity in the same room at the same time. Well, at least I think we did. She told me that we did, but I don't know. I think we did. But yeah, that was that. You know what I'm saying? I did. Oh, that's not the end of the story. We gotta tell Frankie. So, you know, it happened or whatever. And so, he thought that we was going home after that. So he went back to his house. But, we stayed that whole night. Actually, we didn't get back to Future's house until like 2:00 the next morning. And so, because it was Super Bowl, so, you know, we stayed out a little late. And, you know, my parents wasn't really worried about me because, you know, the Falcons had lost the Super Bowl. So, you know, my parents, I'm sure my mama was laughing at my stepdaddy. This lip gloss gets on my nerves. Laughing at my stepdaddy, you know, because the Falcons lost or whatever. Laughing at my stepdaddy because the Falcons lost. So, after that, you know, we watched the game, we eat. And it was actually one of Future's boyfriend's brothers, his real brother's birthday. So, we celebrated his birthday or whatever. And we went home. That's it. So, now, you know, I'm still texting the boy. I'm still texting Flair. I'm still talking to Flair. But Flair thought that I was going to break up with Frankie to be with him. But I didn't. And he was mad that I did. And so, after that, I really did want to be with him. But when he realized that I wasn't going to leave Frankie alone, he just dropped it all together. Like, we just stopped talking. And so, basically, Frito was like, no, Flair had told Frito what happened. And so, basically, Frito was like, you know, if you don't tell Frankie, I'm going to tell Frankie. And so, I was like, you know what I'm saying? I did what I did. So, it's no point in me being ashamed about it. I might as well tell him what the fuck I did. I did it now, so I can't take it back. You know, I didn't feel sorry about it. Nothing. I didn't feel sorry about it because he just, you know, we had a good relationship, but Frankie wasn't the best boyfriend in the world. And so, I didn't feel bad about it. And so, one day, I was texting Frankie and I was like, I gotta tell you something. And I was like, I really messed up. But I made up this whole bullshit story talking about, I was high, I didn't know what I was doing, stuff like that. And then I finally told him, like, oh, I slept with Flair. Oh my God. Frankie was the type of person, like, if you tell him something like that, he gonna tell the whole world. At this time, we had the whole school on our Instagram. So he blocked me first, and then he went on Instagram Live and started telling everybody about the situation. So I went on one of my other best friend's pages. She more like a sister, but I went on her page because I don't know. No, I wasn't really on her at the time. I would just spend the night that night, I think. But I went on her phone to watch the live because he had blocked me off my Instagram. And I think he had changed his password because our Instagrams was conjoined. But I'm on her page watching live, and while I'm texting him, he telling everybody on live what I'm saying. So, he just getting worked up. He telling everybody like, oh, she a hoe. How you mad at me for texting girls, but you going fuck Flair, da 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 da. And I'm like, fuck, like, I cannot go out bad like this. So, of course he was like, oh, I'm done with you. I'm done, bro. That's it. That's all you had to say. Da da da. You could have just broke up with me. All this, what I'm saying, all that bullshit. But he got so worked up that I told him it was a prank. I told him it was a prank. And he was like, nah, you sounded too serious for that to be a prank. Like, I don't believe that was a prank. All that. But I was like, yeah, it was a prank. I was just playing. And, of course, I think it was around Valentine's too. So it had to be like late January, almost February. And, I was trying to work it out with him. And he was like, I'm mad at you right now. And I was like, okay, like, you want to be with me or not? And so basically he was like, if I bring you a gift for Valentine's Day, then I want to be with you. And if I don't, then I don't want to be with you. And I was like, all right, cool. So Valentine's Day came. And I got my motherfucking gift. Fuck what you said. I got my gift. Man, I got my gift. But our relationship was rocky anyways, so we ended up breaking up. But, I eventually did, after we was working out, I eventually did tell him that it wasn't a prank. But one thing I would change is, I don't know, I never got caught. My mom never found out about this story. My mom actually never heard this story. She knows I'm a virgin. I mean, she knows I'm not a virgin, but I told her, she don't know that the person I told her I lost it to is not really the person that I lost it to. So she never heard this story. So I'm really risking my life for this. You feel me? So one thing, I don't know. I wouldn't change nothing. It is what it is. One thing I learned is to never do people dirty like that. I'm telling you, because it's going to come back on you, and it really bit me in the ass. It's going to come back on you. Do not do people like that. And just don't. That's all I got to say. That was the end of that story. I want you all to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me. I follow you. And if you're going to subscribe, you might as well hit that damn bell. Hit that 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 bell. But, yep, it's been real. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.